This morning's gratitude practice for the early risers is a block out poetry practice. So what you're going to do is grab a pen or a pencil and plonk your hand down on an empty page, and then just trace your hand and take your time. I just noticed I was rushing. I'm like, where are you going, Mary Helen? Slow down. Take a moment to appreciate your hand and all that it does for you. Notice the sensations as you're going around. Okay, so block out poetry is where we pick some random words by scanning through the page. We circle, underline, or highlight them to make a poem. It doesn't have to make sense, and I know it can feel a little bit confronting because you're working with someone else's words, but the gift there is that there'll be something on the page that kind of stands out to you. So no pressure here, but just pick the words first that really jump out to you, and then you can circle back to find words that maybe string it together. The other thing to say here is it could be a poem, it could be a story, it could be a quote, but try not to overthink and aim for an outcome. Aim to find the words that have the most charge for you. And the reason I have given you this kind of prompt to trace the outline of your hand is just to even have even more boundaries around the exploration. So you might find words inside or outside, but you might also just stay in the containment of your hand. So off we go, find some words, and maybe you find 8 words if you need a bit of a boundary around that. You might be reading or might just be bopping around the page looking for random words that stand out to you. Could be phrases as well. Just see what's there. Right before you, there could be something right before you. And then once you've kind of found some words, just read it back to yourself. You might pick up a couple of other phrases. And then when you've done that, there's an invitation here to block out the rest of the page. So you could be coloring into it, you could be, scribbling in between the lines. It's really up to you what you want to do. So you could do scribbling. But blocking it out so that you can see the poem. Again, it doesn't have to make sense, but maybe there's some hints in there, some words that stand out to you, some memories, or even some, images of potential future places or dreams that you have. There could be some synchronicities. And taking your time. Noticing what you chose to work with this morning. And just noticing how it feels to choose and be the one that chooses what words are there and what words are not. From the limited selection you have, of course. It's almost like you're discovering a secret code in the page that's been left there by the writer. Maybe they wanted it to be discovered the whole time. Of course, this is imagination. Adding colors and marks as you see fit. No right or wrong, because you're the artist, and the artist is always right about what they are doing. I do say that a lot at workshops, and it applies to you and what you're making, not to your opinion of what other people are making. Alright, so there you go, I've got a poem. And that's your morning gratitude practice. And just noticing how you feel now. Sometimes this process can kind of bring up a bit of anticipation or a little bit of worry because you're in charge of choosing, and sometimes it's like, well, am I right? Again, you're the artist, so just noticing what that's stimulated for you, and if you need to kind of dispel any feelings that have come up that feel a bit intense, you know, you could go into some mark making on the other page and just give yourself some freedom there, but just noticing what you need right now and giving yourself that.